friends, this is Perigaea Tarot. I am here to do your reading for today, to ask the universe what is going on for you in love, what is coming up for you in love as well, and what are some messages that you might need to hear from the universe. What is some wisdom and some guidance for you in love? So, universe, I just ask that you would guide me and give Cancer signs all the messages that they need to receive today. What is coming up for my Cancer signs? What is coming up? Oop, look at that one. So you could be dealing with some loss here. There could be a situation where you're feeling some regret. There's some regret over something that has happened. And yet you or your partner, I'm sensing almost an energy of you having put someone on their guard, or someone, wherever you stand in this reading, there's someone who is full of regret and feeling sad that they've hurt someone and put this person on their guard, and this person is like very guarded towards you now. There's a feeling of not necessarily being able to get through. You feel like you really love this person and feeling a lot of emotion for someone, but this person is guarded against you now, but you totally understand why, and you're full of regret that you've done that, that you've made that happen. And I feel like this is someone who understands that they've made that happen. Yeah, with the Three of Swords, this could be a third-party situation. But it's you know, it's a triple-edged sword, because it's like, you know that you've hurt this person, and there's hurt for a third party, but you've hurt yourself as well. Yeah, so let's keep getting into this, Cancer. Yeah, this is sleepless nights. Someone who's very in their head right now. I'm sensing a lot of sort of mental anguish kind of energy of someone who feels very much that they have, they're worried that they might have messed something up with someone. I think that this was someone hoping that, or expecting perhaps, that they'd be able to make things up to someone, sort of financially maybe, that they could make things right just by giving some gifts, or maybe sort of breadcrumbing a bit. And I feel like this is someone who still feels like they have hope. You could be dealing with a Virgo here. I'm sensing that there have been fights, but you were kind of expecting that you'd just be able to smooth things over, but I'm sensing that that might not be the case. This is someone who feels this energy. I feel like this Hermit represents your person, and it's like, because it feels discordant, like it's not willing to let you back in, kind of. So even if this person is being friendly with you, it's this energy of like, you can tell that they're not letting you in anymore, is what it feels like. Yeah, I'm also getting the sense here that maybe this is someone who thought that they could sort of influence the situation through the use of money, or through the use of connections, or something like that, something to do with physical stability, but that is not necessarily working. So let's cut the deck. Yeah, this is you wanting to come in and apologize to this person, and yet I'm almost sensing that there is a discrepancy here in relationship to what is being offered in terms of apology, and what the level of pain and betrayal that was experienced by the other person. So yeah, and I'm sensing here that could be motivated by pride, by maybe some vanity, by someone who doesn't want to truly admit that they were wrong, and who wants to save face. But I think that the message there, Cancers, is that is the thing that will stop you from really getting what you want. So it's kind of like you have to choose. What do you want? Do you want your vanity and your pride, or do you want this person's trust back? Okay. Okay. So with the Queen of Wands here to the Two of Swords in the reverse, I'm sensing that this is, I almost feel like I'm tapping into a male Cancer energy here. But this, this could go either way. However this fits for you or resonates for you. This feels like a feminine energy that is angry and that is basically fed up with someone's indecision, with someone, like this is someone being like just blocking out the situation, that they've basically kind of given up internally on this situation, that there's no longer a sense of this person sensing intimacy from you. With the Four of Wands here and the Knight of Swords, I'm sensing that this was a relationship, or it could still be a relationship. It could have something to do with housing or security, but that there was an energy that came in defense and defensiveness and anger. And I think that that's probably you if you're the person who is full of remorse here, Cancer, or wherever you fit within this reading. But someone who was coming in much too aggressively, essentially, to defend their position, and expecting that this person would just be willing to deal with that unconditionally. I think that this is you realizing that you were too defensive. You were too defensive of yourself, and realizing just how much you messed up in this situation. That really realizing that it's something that you didn't realize before, which is that I think that this was someone who was expecting the other party to just eternally forgive and to eternally come back. And so this was someone thinking, I can just keep behaving this way. I can just keep hurting this person and disregarding their needs, or maybe manipulating the situation a bit, and they'll just keep working with me. And just kind of really thinking about self rather than both parties. And this is someone I'm sensing realizing just how much they did mess up by being so defensive, that they just have really kind of turned this person off. Yeah, this is you fearing that you have truly lost this opportunity with this person, that even though this person may be kind to you, or may be friendly with you, that the true opportunity that was there, that was in this person's heart for you, is lost. Yeah, with the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is you feeling like you betrayed, the love has been betrayed, and the love is potentially, messed up and gone. This is you worried that is the case. You're not, I feel like it's not necessarily an energy that's certain, but it's worried. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels very, you feel like things are really down right now. You feel like things are, like you're not feeling very lucky right now. And you're feeling like this is a downturn in the Wheel of Fortune at the moment. I feel too like this could be, you want this to revive, but you're feeling like it can't or it won't. You're worried about that. So, all right, let's dive in, Cancer signs. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Swords, this is someone with this, I feel like this could be you perceiving your person as maybe someone who is just seeking you because they need help, or you were thinking that this person needs me so much that they'll never leave. I almost feel like this could be torment of worrying about the motives of the person, like feeling like, is this person just here because they need help? Or are they here because they love me? But generally it just feels like regret, because I think you've come to understand that this person gave me love. They gave me real love, and they gave me a real chance, and they gave me forgiveness over and over, and yet I messed it up. I mistreated them so many times that they don't really want anything real with me anymore. You know, and all I've been offering them really is financial help and mistreating them emotionally. And so now the result is that they're not seeking intimacy from me anymore. But I almost do still sense from this person, this Nine of Swords, this is someone who, despite the fact that they've hurt this other person, they're still mostly thinking about themselves. They're still prioritizing themselves emotionally. It almost feels like a bit narcissistic, maybe just, you know, self-focused. And I feel right there that that is a message that, you know, whoever you are in this reading, that, you know, maybe if you actually like try to pour into this other person emotionally, that there could be a chance there, but that is the crux of the situation, is being able to acknowledge this other person, being willing and desirous of acknowledging this person and making this other person feel emotionally fulfilled, and yourself as well, not just hogging all the emotional space, you know, not just making everything about your emotions, but making this other person's emotions important too, essentially. So in the subconscious space, we have the Fool in the reverse. And I feel like this is you just really feeling like you can't move on from this. Like it feels kind of like a lack of vigor or a lack of desire to even try. And maybe you're looking at the situation feeling like you're hesitating because you don't. This feels like someone who doesn't, yeah, it does feel like it as someone who doesn't really feel like they have the strength to try again with someone new. You know, they just feel like this person was what the person that they thought they were going to be with. And this disappointment is really just making them feel very hopeless. In the recent past, we have the Six of Cups, and this was, in the past, there was a good energy. There was honest intimacy. There was forgiveness. There was someone, it's like there was this sweetness from this person that you could tell that they were genuinely invested. And yet I think, you know, that with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse in the conscious mind space, that this is kind of one's own making, you know, that this negative harvest is something that you kind of created for yourself. So in the near future, we have the Lovers in the reverse and the Eight of Wands. I mean, this could be a situation where you're continuing to engage with this person and you're continuing to speak with them, maybe even spend time with them, but you can tell that the intimacy is not there. You can tell that this person is not investing to that level anymore. Or this could be a decision to break up, a decision to no longer speak to this person. It could be that. In your environment is conflict. So this could be you either worrying that you will cause conflict with this person, projecting conflict. Maybe you could incite conflict with this person to get them to react. Or this could just be worrying that there will be conflict. In the hopes and fears space, we have the Star in the reverse, which is, you know, feeling very, very down about this, feeling as if this thing that you saw as beautiful and ideal is maybe falling apart. But I feel like it's because it was not pruned and cared for in the way that it should be. You know, I'm very much sensing that it wasn't watered. And now that I see this Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's interesting. So this could be, you know, you either feeling like you're not getting that brand new start that you wanted, or this could be you deciding, hopefully, to finally pour outwards those emotions, you know, to pour emotion into this person, to allow this person to be emotionally important between the two of you, to take up emotional space. To be given their fair share in terms of emotional importance in the relationship. So before we clarify, I am just going to ask for a couple of cards from this moon deck that I love so much. So universe, do you have any messages from this moon deck for my Cancer signs? So meditate and contemplate. I definitely feel that time spent in silence, time spent in meditation will be the thing to remedy this. That if you just spend time in silence, in meditation, not overworking yourself, not overtaxing yourself, but really taking the time to get in touch with yourself and with who you are and what's going on in your heart, your mind, and your spirit, that will present you with the solutions that you need. So I think the universe is saying make sure that you're investing in doing that, because that is the thing that will ensure that you do the best, that you're able to create the best scenario, the best outcome in the situation that you can. So do we have another card, universe? A fiery climax approaches. We could definitely be dealing with someone who has strong Aries in their chart. So this could be a situation that is simply coming to a head and is going to come to a conclusion. And I think that it's best to just simply trust that if that does happen, Cancer signs, that is what the universe has planned for you and what is ordained for you at this time. And just to trust in the process, and even if it makes you sad, that you will be all right in the end. So, universe, what is this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Swords? Yeah, with the Five of Cups, this just feels like somebody. This feels like somebody who, I almost sense that this is, it feels like someone who made themselves available to someone only as a financial resource. Like, that they basically did not fulfill this other person's emotional needs, their emotional cries. You know, when they tried seeking what they needed from you, they were rebuffed, they were rejected over and over. And so this is someone who no longer comes to you for those things, but is now completely emotionally guarded towards you, and who only seeks the financial or physical help that you offer, when they're in need. And this is you feeling grief over that, because you want that love from this person. And I think you're realizing that, yeah, I think you know the truth. You see that, you see with clarity why this has happened, and you understand your part in it. With the Ten of Wands here, I feel like this could be a situation where you work a lot perhaps, and you are overtaxed. We did see the Three of Swords earlier too, so I'm definitely thinking that this could be a third-party situation. And if that's so, it could be that you're putting in a lot of effort and doing things, but they're not for this person, and it could create this kind of fallacy inside your emotions that look at all the things I do, I'm always working so hard for you, when it's like this other person isn't getting that. It's the third party. And so there's this feeling of, I work so hard, I do so much, and yet this person isn't really the one benefiting, from that, is what I feel. But I also feel that there has been a lot of emotional unfairness. I'm almost sensing a dynamic of someone who seems to think that, if I pay the bills, then I should take up all the emotional space. Then that's my right. That's like what I'm purchasing by paying all the bills, is that I get to make everything all about me. And that really is not how relationships work. I mean, in the end, that will make relationships fail, and that will make people turn away from you emotionally. And I think that that's something that is kind of being seen here and faced here, and it hurts. So is there anything else for this Nine of Pentacles in reverse to the Nine of Swords? Yeah, this is someone, and it makes you especially sad because this is someone that like, this is a really kind and generous and nurturing person. And so you know what gifts there are to be received from this person when their heart is open. And so you're really grieving because you feel like you can't access that anymore. What is this Fool in the reverse in the subconscious space, universe? Is there anything else for the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, you love this person and you really want to offer this person an olive branch. Like you don't have your eyes on anybody else. You really do love this person. But the thing is that just because you feel that in private doesn't mean that this person knows it. Doesn't mean that they feel it. Wow. Yeah, you really want a chance. You could definitely be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. But you really love this person, and you don't want to. You really don't want to lose them. But with the Four of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this could be you feeling like you're losing this person, that the relationship is broken. And with the Empress here, this could be you having to go back to, you know, to someone you really don't want to go back to, someone that you owe something to. I feel like this could be you being stuck with someone that you don't want to be with anymore for some kind of practical reason of loyalty, or something that you feel you owe someone that you've been with, someone who needs you perhaps, someone you have some kind of commitment to, but that there's really no love anymore, and you feel like this is someone that you feel taken advantage of by this other person, and yet I almost feel like maybe you've been taking that out on the other party, perhaps. Those feelings of being taken advantage of, by the other person, you're taking them out on the other person who's been emotionally open with you. And so, yeah, with the Fool in the reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse, there could be a relationship that you feel trapped in, that you feel like you can't get out of, that you have some kind of connection to that you can't move from. So in the recent past, we have the Six of Cups. This could have been this person reaching out to you with the Eight of Pentacles, with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles here. This could have been someone losing work or something along those lines, where they suddenly needed some help. They needed some level of support. And I think that you saw this as like, oh, this person wants to get back with me, you know. And universe, what is the Six of Pentacles or Six of Cups in the recent past? With the Devil in the reverse, this could have been a situation where the two of you broke up and there was some feeling of things being toxic. And with the Magician in the reverse, there could have been some essence of manipulation or taking advantage. I almost feel like this was someone wanting to take advantage of another, seeing that someone was vulnerable and thinking, I can use this to my advantage. I can use this to get back into this person's life. Is there anything else for the Six of Cups? But this person has become too strong. They have they've summoned their strength and they're holding back, allowing themselves to be entrenched in something that they feel could compromise them, could compromise their dignity, their sovereignty, their intuition. It's almost like this person came back, but they no longer, you could definitely be dealing with a Virgo, but it's like, but they no longer are susceptible in certain ways. What is this what is this Seven of Pentacles in the reverse in the conscious mind? And so it's like hard, yeah. It's like this is someone realizing that that they mistreated someone, that they acted a bit like a tyrant, that they were thinking too much of their own vanity, of their own pride, of their own popularity, and understanding that arrogance And that defensiveness, wow, defensiveness of one's ego, just, you know, really kind of cruel, power hungry, oh my goodness, kind of attitude, is the thing that pushed this person away. And that is the reason why. It's those characteristics that pushed this person away and made them stop, you know, investing emotionally. But I'm still almost sensing someone who is kind of in denial and doesn't fully want to take credit for that. Yeah, with the King of Swords, there's defensiveness, there's coldness, hardness, you know. And it's like this is someone who wants all the emotional goodies from one person but doesn't want to give them back. And even if there is some love in there, there's all this other stuff, and it feels pretty strong. Like it feels like somebody who's really focused on popularity, you know, who really wants to be, you know, popular, who's very defensive, who can be tyrannical, and very cold. Yeah. And I mean, you know, intimacy goes both ways. It can't just go one way. So universe, is there anything else for that? What is this? You know, if you feel this love and you want a new opportunity with someone, you really do need to fully express that, you know, and not just assume it or insinuate it. So what is this Lovers in the reverse to the Eight of Wands in the near future? So this is someone coming out of their delusions. This is someone coming out of a place of insecurity or delusion. This seems like kind of a weird dynamic of like two people who've been cooperating with each other, and you know, on a certain level, but also kind of not. You know, it's like with the Three of Pentacles here, these are people who probably know each other from within a community. I'm almost sensing that there's a conflict in terms of loyalties. And I think that could be a lot of what this is about on the part of this person. The person who has the problem being a bit tyrannical is that you need to decide where your loyalties lie. You know, is this person someone you love and someone you are devoted to, or are they just another pawn on the chess table? Are they just another friend in your address book? You know, because it almost feels like that's how this person feels, is they don't feel as if you love them. They don't feel that passion. They think that you feel that way for everybody. They think that you have those feelings for a lot of people. And I almost feel like in this vanity and this desire for popularity is that's where that comes across, is this feeling of like, well, I'm not even their number one. You know, but I feel like deep in your heart, you do feel like this person is your number one, but they don't feel that. You know, they feel like you are just, you know, kind of handing it out to everybody, is what I'm sensing. What is this Lovers in the reverse to the Eight of Wands? Yeah, so with the Fool here in the reverse, again, this is you feeling like you can't step forward into something, maybe what it is that you want to have with this person because of a third party, perhaps, that maybe other people know this person, and you are worried that if you leave them that you could be condemned, like people would find out about, like you don't want people to know that you would leave them because it would give you a bad rap. You know, maybe you'd face a lot of you know, there'd be a lot of problems about it in your surrounding environment. Is there anything for this Eight of Wands? Yeah, this is drinking culture. I'm sensing that this could be someone who maybe spends a lot of time at bars, or, you know, out in sort of drinking culture. This could be someone who works in bars, who works in venues. And so there definitely would be an effect in your life if people started talking about you and saying that you are mistreating this person. It could affect your life in many ways. So you're very concerned with wanting to be seen as just, as a good person, you know, and people could say that what you were doing was unjust. You know, you want to be seen as a stable person who does their duty, and you don't want to cause a crisis. So, universe, what is this Five of Wands? What is this Five of Wands in the immediate environment? Yeah, so basically, you're feeling unwanted, and you really are feeling, you don't want to feel rejected. You don't want to feel unwanted by this person, but you're getting that feeling from this person. And you really don't know how to move forward. There's a feeling of like, what do I do? How do I work on this? I don't know how to see a way forward. Like, feeling really stuck. And I almost feel like you're on the precipice of a big decision in relationship to this third party situation, because I think you understand that you're on the precipice of actually fully losing this person. So what is this Star in the reverse, universe, and the hopes and fears? Yeah, this is you, I'd say, wanting to just bide your time and wait. And yet I think you're understanding that if you do, you could potentially lose the chance to get what it is that you want. Like, I think you feel as if yeah. I think that you're understanding that if you wait, you could lose this altogether, and that this person would just become too fed up with you because of the situation. And though I feel like you are maybe feeling like you don't really have an option of how to move forward, and yet I think you do have an option, but you just don't want to use it. I think that you're not really confused, because this can point to having no options, but it can also point to just not really being confused, knowing that you do have an option, but you just don't want to take it. You actually do know what you need to do, but you're just nervous to do it. So, universe, what is this Ace of Cups in the reverse as the final outcome? Yeah, this is you wanting to reach out to this person, definitely wanting to reach out to this person and offer them an apology. You want to keep this going. Like, I feel like you're kind of, because you feel stuck in a certain situation, you're trying to string this situation along, because I'm seeing underneath the deck, Three of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this Chariot in the reverse. So it's this feeling of like not being able to move forward, not being able to take action. And so you're trying to string something along, just like on the very last string. And I don't know that that's going to work. What is this Ace of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, again, Chariot in the reverse. So you feel like you can't move forward, like you can't take action. But as I'm seeing here underneath the deck, yeah, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, yeah, you're feeling like, I can't do anything. I just want to string this person along, maybe make them feel dependent on me. But what I'm seeing here is that with the Hanged Man in the reverse, it's just procrastination. I think, Cancers, is that you do know what it is that you need to do, but that you're just scared to do it. Because, and I have compassion for that, but, totally. But I'm just saying, like, I think that this is someone who, they know that they need to do something. They know what they can do. It's just that it would be very unpleasant, and so I think that this is a question of meditate and contemplate, to find that strength and that courage and that resolve to do what it is that you, in your intuition, know that you need to do. And a fiery climax approaches. So I think one way or another, an ending is going to come to one thing or another. And I think it is just that you need to choose which it is that you want it to be. Do you want it to be an ending to, in a third party situation? Which ending do you want to happen? So, Cancer signs, I hope that has helped you, and I hope that you are well. I will speak to you guys soon, and be blessed.